Hi, Marina here. I am going to contradict myself big time, and I have no idea what I'm really going to say here, but I just have a theme I want to cover, and from just beginning to think about it, I think it's really going to contradict a lot of what I've said in the past, but somehow it will still fit together. I want to talk about letting go again. I want to talk about the whole concept of letting go and about how that is really changing for me. Keeps changing and shifting, and even in my sessions that I provide to people, how the whole idea of letting go, I'm letting go of. And even on my website it says, let go, be free. It's like, wow, how am I going to backpedal out of this one? So let me explain. For me, the term let go is still an action, and therefore it seems like we're in control, or we're the one directing it, we're the one who's making the letting go happen. And it just does not resonate or sit with me. It's really interesting how it's getting more and more, not uncomfortable, but more and more just not resonating anymore. And what resonates, so let me shift to that, is the whole idea of actually, instead of letting go, integrate. What do I mean by integrate? Well, yesterday I made a video about feeling really lonely, and I think that was a very good example of how, as I claimed it, I fully sat with it, was with it, I let it land and be with it, I met it fully, I completely let it soak through me. Was I letting that feeling go? I basically let it let go of me, but it didn't go anywhere, did it? I mean, it just, basically, it's almost like the term that Carl Jung, actually he said a quote that I really love, which is, I'd rather be whole than good. And I think that, the way the experience of it for me is when I fully embrace and allow something, isn't that I'm letting it go. It's that I'm letting it come home. And this is a concept I also heard, I'm not really stealing it, but I'm just starting to really feel that my own personal experience with it was, I went to hear Jeff Foster speak. He's fantastic. Read his book, The Deepest Acceptance. It's awesome. And he talked about this, and even in his book as well, he mentions this, that all these feelings that you're rejecting, everything in your experience, your internal world that's going on, everything you're rejecting, these are energies, these are just these waves of emotion, whether it's based on your past or not. It doesn't really matter what the story is. This is me saying this, but it's really, when an emotion shows up, it's just, when you're sitting with it, it just wants to be seen. It just wants to be accepted. The same way you want to be accepted, it's like your child. And also, this lovely lady, Sylvia, mentioned this too on the post today about how it's like these little toddlers that you either, you have a way of meeting their needs, just bathing, feeding, clothing, shelter, all of that, or really being present is a big difference. And that child's going to nag and tug at you and act out until you really sit with it and be present with it, and basically allow it to be as it is. I also look at this, and I've been looking at this for a while, like little children tugging at my skirt, going, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. This could be a physical pain, an emotional discomfort, it could be anything, or even a theme in my life that's constantly showing up in my life. It's just tugging at me until I finally go, okay, I'm here, I'm present with it, I'm looking at it, no judgment. allowing the experience to be. And even the word allowing is me doing something. It's not even allowing, it's already present, it's already happening, but not fighting or resisting it, not arguing with it, not trying to make it any different than what it is. So the whole concept of letting go is just not going to fit with this for me, because it's really more about allowing all the experiences, my whole array of emotions, my whole spectrum of my being, all variety of angers and grief and sadnesses and joys of every spectrum to be fully living through me. And so when I have an experience that I don't like, it's my chance to look at it and say, wow, I'm rejecting this emotion in this moment, whether it's jealousy that comes up for me or my loneliness. I am rejecting it. I don't want this experience, but it's already here. It's already happening. In this moment, it's happening. Not right now, but in general, when that happens. What am I fighting? I'm fighting a certain sensation in my body when all it wants to do is come home to me, is to be seen and be allowed in, to be that wholeness. I don't just want to be good, I want to be whole. Life is the spectrum of all the rays of emotion. And it's really coming to terms with this whole letting go business, this whole healing business is about coming more and more to unconditional wholeness versus trying to arrange and control your life to only have one piece of the pie. And yes, it's nice to, choose, but what if you can choose to kind of love it all? And it's a practice because we're human, so it's not like, it's not like I'm here to be a floating angel that just loves even the biggest torture and the horrid life. I don't have to love anything, but I do have a choice to look at the good in every moment, to try to find and see where I can love that something's happening to me. It's a continual practice of expansion and growth. And my favorite question that I like to ask myself, which kind of ties all this together, is, can I love this too? And the answer sometimes may be no, I can't. And then can I allow that my answer is no? And same with saying no to other people. They say the saying, it's saying yes to yourself. Can I love this too? So I just wanted to share that. Integration versus letting it go. Curious what you think, because right now, this is what's really resonating with me. And again, I'm doing the best I can trying to explain it, but it's really here, and it's really making sense in my being. So, just wanted to share again. Have a good night. Bye.